Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, um, it's over. You know, the fight is over with. I listened to a couple of YouTube videos with uh, the aftermath of Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. But in this video, I think I want to make maybe like two more videos. But in this video, I just want to talk about Manny Pacquiao. Um, I don't want to be too critical of Manny Pacquiao, but um, I was thinking about like, man, how would you defend Manny Pacquiao and stuff like that? But you really can't defend his performance, but not necessarily his performance. It's just that if you're not aware, you should know this. Manny Pacquiao lost to Mayweather by unanimous decision May 2nd, 2015. So now his performance, he could have done more. He could have done more in his performance. He was low volume, but the prelude leading up to this fight, the prelude is that little hints people should get about fighters. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez. You know, everybody knows that Manny Pacquiao is a high volume guy, considered reckless. He's unorthodox southpaw, got a very powerful left hand, right? Now, when he got knocked out, afterwards, he made a lot of comments. I don't know if you guys noticed or not. He made a lot of comments about how he got knocked out. Fighting for the people and doing it for the fans. I guess fighting reckless. Even though I think it matches his personality and stuff like that. I think his fighting style matches who Manny Pacquiao is. Manny Pacquiao has grew up poor. He didn't have much of an amateur background, if any. He started fighting at a young age and stuff like that. And so he fights reckless, and then I guess he's a party guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the average Joe. He's a party guy. He has a lot of endeavors outside of boxing. So I wouldn't say he's like Floyd. Just focus on boxing and that's it. He doesn't have anything else going on. He has several interests that I guess takes him outside the realm of boxing. So and for him, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. He's been a congressman. He likes to sing and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he did his own intro music and stuff. That was pretty cool. And so getting to my point about the whole debacle about a lot of people complain about Manny Pacquiao's post-fight, interviews and stuff like that. How he didn't give Mayweather any credit, and how he complained about his shoulder. Now, I just want everybody to just to think about this. Think. Manny Pacquiao is an unorthodox fighter, right? So he's unorthodox. So if he was a right-handed fighter, and he complained about his right shoulder, but oh man, he couldn't throw his right hand. It'd be like Mayweather. If Mayweather lost and said, "Oh, well, I injured my right shoulder," well, everybody knows he does a lot off his right hand. He does a pull counter. He throws the lead right really good and stuff like that. So, but remember, Manny Pacquiao is a southpaw, right? And what did he do? He complained about his right shoulder. So I don't know why they picked that. They say, they say it's relevant, but to me it's irrelevant because in all the classic fights he won, Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, he beat those guys. Manuel, excuse me, Marquez. I'm gonna say Juan Manuel Marquez. Jesus, that's a tongue twister. But yeah, Marquez. He was predominantly using his left hand. So a lot of people couldn't time his left hand. That's what he was knocking everybody else out with. Even Ricky Hatton, it was a left hook he knocked Ricky Hatton out with, right? So it's like, well, I mean, what was you gonna do with that right hand? It's not like he had a great jab. He didn't have a great right hook. He rarely used it. He faked with that right hand. He didn't do nothing with that right hand. He wasn't knocking people out with that right hand. It was the left. All right. So let me know if I'm wrong. It was the left. But with Manny Pacquiao, he's in his own world, man. He's in his own world. He's got his own country backing him up. The Filipino fans, they love him. Everything he does is right, man. You heard the fans. You heard the fans cheering and stuff like that. Every time he got off, through some combinations that everybody was cheering. He even had Floyd Mayweather Sr., Floyd's father, worried because of the crowd and stuff like that. And I don't know if you guys listen to Dwyer's video, Richard Dwyer. You should check his channel out. But he was saying that in some of his previous videos leading up to his fight, is that Pacquiao has a chance because Pacquiao is loved. He has a chance to win, not necessarily because he's the better boxer, is because he's the people's champ. He's the favorite. He's gonna have the crowd. Even in Vegas, he's gonna have the crowd, and that's what ended up happening. He had the crowd. It's just that he didn't press. He didn't press the action. I don't know what his problem was. It wasn't a shoulder injury. I think he was worried, man. I think he was really worried. That knockout from Marquez, I think was on the back of his mind. Like in the back of his mind, and he knew that Mayweather is a way better counterpuncher than Marquez. Now, after the fight, he didn't. It seemed as if he wanted to come up with a bunch of excuses, and he did. He was saying that Mayweather ran. Mayweather didn't stand there and fight him. I don't know who would, but I guess, there's many fighters that stood there in front of Manny Pacquiao, and they got beat up because Manny Pacquiao does have blazing hand speed, and he does hit hard. And Manny Pacquiao has knocked a lot of guys down in exchanges. So I don't know who in their right mind would want to sit there and trade with Manny Pacquiao. Chris Algieri didn't, and he still got knocked down, But that's goes to show that pride. You have pride. A lot of people have pride, and they don't want to accept the fact that that they have flaws, man. You have to face it. Manny Pacquiao has a lot of flaws that that Marquez, Mayweather, and many other guys were able to capitalize on. Even Timothy Bradley as of late. And Pacquiao, his fighting style really doesn't cater to his age. Now, now, now his last fight he looked good, but to me his fighting style is a young man style, and he has to be high volume. And he only threw like 400 punches in this fight, which is great for Mayweather. Mayweather's a defensive specialist. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's on Pacquiao, man. You know, he can look to come up with all these excuses, but it's on him. It's really on him that he wasn't able to press the action. This was a legacy fight, and he was too busy thanking Mayweather. It looked like he was happy afterwards. You know, it looked like he was relieved. Teddy Atlas, Bernard Hopkins, in the post-fight, and the post-fight reports that was done on ESPN, and when Manny Pacquiao stepping up to the podium and stuff like that, he was high-fiving everybody, shaking everybody's hand. The guy who pulled him up into the ring using his right hand. He was using his right hand. He was using his right hand the whole time. The supposed right shoulder that's supposed to be injured. He was shaking everybody's hand, and he was climbing. It wasn't nothing wrong with that right hand, man. He's just coming up with something. Him, Bob Arum, and Michael Kuntz and Freddie Roach. They had to come up with some kind of excuse to explain why Manny Pacquiao, the guy that was supposed to beat Floyd Mayweather, was toyed with for 12 rounds. They had to explain that. But yeah, I'm gonna get on Mayweather and his performance in another video. But I just want people to just check that out, man. Just think about, look at all the pre-fight videos. Just do your research. Every Mayweather's supposed to have been scared of this dude. And rightfully so. But that guy, that fictional character that's supposed to come out and bang up Mayweather, this boogeyman, he didn't show up. And then afterwards, he came up with a bunch of excuses and saying that God was supposed to bring Mayweather to me. I'm the chosen one and stuff like that, and he let a lot of people down. Really, I mean, just based on his performance, he let a lot of people down, and then making all those excuses, which was pretty pathetic, in my opinion. Really let everybody down, because he should have gave Mayweather his credit. He should have manned up and said, you know what, Mayweather's the better fighter. I didn't let off so many punches because, I was afraid to get countered. But then again, with pride, when you filled with pride and you're not humble, you're gonna be disillusioned. But it's a reality check now, man. I don't know what Pacquiao's gonna do. He can keep fighting. There's a whole bunch of fights he can fight, man. Mayweather's giving up all his belts. He says he's giving up all his belts, but yeah, I'm pretty much done, man. I said what I had to say about Manny Pacquiao. I wish the best for him now, man. But because it's done. It's done now. There's no more this Mayweather Pacquiao stuff. It's over with, man. It's done. The deal is done. So, all right, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.